da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Chicka 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 da. Zoom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom da doom doom da 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 doom da doom doom doom. It's Titan in the morning. Zibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom da. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom 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 doom. Sibba dibba da da doom da doom da da doom da doom doom da doom da doom doom. Sibba dibba da ba boom 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 boom. Titan in the morning. Sibba dibba da doom da doom da. It's Titan in the morning. 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 Titan in the morning. My name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove. Sitting, ta-ta-ta-ta. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hey y'all, good morning. Wait, let me fix myself because I think, wait a minute, hold on. Let me turn just a little. Let me come down just a little. I think that's a little bit better. Hold on. Tell me where I'm at. 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 Good morning. Hold on. Oh, that's good this morning. Hold on. Good morning. Look. Y'all, look. Don't be shy this morning. Y'all come on in and come talk to me this morning. So here's the thing. This morning, I want to talk about HIV and me, right? The conversation, HIV and me. And so I'm starting this off like this because I've been getting questions here over the last month. Well, actually, I've been getting questions since June, but now there are questions and, how am I doing this? Oh my God, blah, 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 all of the stuff, right? And so I just said, let me just do a conversation of HIV and me. So I want to start off with that, and then I want us to check in. But first, I want you to say it. Say it with me. Say it together. Oh, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Angela Hawkins. Good morning. Angela said, I'm looking good. I'm looking good from my head to my shoes. Know where I'm going and I know what to do. I got a new attitude. Yes, Angela, you got me started this morning. Look, let me tell you something. Every now and then, I want to do this, and I want to do it easy. We're going to take the read now. We're going to take the read. We're going to take the ending. We're going to take the end of the song, and we're going to do it rough. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop. Look, good morning to you. Hey, Gay Nation. Good morning. Good morning to you. Yes, we sipping this morning. Hey, AJ. Good morning. Hey, JD. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Hey, Lucy Lou. Good morning. Now, Lucy Lou, let me find out you be waiting for me to come on. Because it seems like you'd be the first one to pop in every time. Let me find out. Okay. Gay Nation said, let me go get my bottle. Good morning. Yes, indeed. Patty. Yes. Hey, Preach Kid. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Ferris. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So we're going to talk about it this morning. Hey, Daniel. Good morning. Look, I'm saying good morning and all in between and through and through. So yes, good morning to you. So our topic today, we're going to talk about HIV and me, the conversation of HIV and me. And a lot of times people, want to tell you what you are, how you do it, HIV and things like that. And so I just want to set the record straight because somebody asked me a pretty straightforward question and I just want to set the record straight. Lucy Lou said, good morning, fantabulous. I am waiting. If it's close to 9 for me, yes, sir. Indeed, that's what I'm talking about. Wait for me. Wait for me. Look, y'all, I'm going to sip this morning. Hold on. Yes, when it sounds good, it is good. Okay, it is good. All right, so let me do this, right? Because we got to do what we do. So TikTok, y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. I got a goal this morning. If you can help me out, that would be great. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. Like, follow, share, subscribe. I am trying to grow my audience. And so all you got to do is type Titan Capri into your search engine. And then you got me. Okay? And then you got me. Indeed. And so here's the thing, right? Let me turn this light a little bit. Hold on. Let me see. Somebody said I'm a little. You know what? I like this cooler color though. Oh, that's what it is. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. That's what it is. I didn't turn on my light this morning. I didn't turn on the lights. I didn't turn it on this morning. Uh-oh, wait a minute. There we go. Is that too much light? Okay, look. I know y'all look. Somebody said, Titan, something ain't right. You looking a little dark. Okay, hold on. Let me. That's better. Okay. Now, this light is kind of bright right here, so let me do this. All right, let me do this. Let me make sure. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's better. Oh, y'all like that light, huh? Okay. Hey, Queen. Good morning. So Lucy Luden already said it for me this morning. But what's one word of how you're feeling this morning? What's one word of how you're feeling this morning? Now remember, the word doesn't have to mean anything to anybody else. It just has to mean something to you. What's one word of how you're feeling this morning? And I want to tell y'all, I'm having a conversation with you all about HIV and me, and I feel fantabulous. Yes, that's what I feel. Let me tell you something. When you know where you're at, when you know what you're doing, when you know how things happen, in your life, not that they're all perfect and pretty and pristine. That's not the point that I'm making. I'm making the point of when you know where you are in your life, when you know that you're on purpose, when you know that crap will happen and things will go on, you are in a better space to handle it. You don't have to get ready, right? Because you're already ready. This is your life. This is what you do. So this morning, right, as Lucy Lou stated, I'm going to tell you that I feel fantabulous this morning as we have the conversation about HIV and me. So what's one word of how you're feeling this morning? And here again, y'all, there are no parameters around you being here. I want you to be who you are. Stand up, 10 toes down, do all of the things in who you are. I just think that a lot of times we put parameters around us just being who we are and how we actually show up. Exactly. And so the reality of it is how dare I, right? How dare I come on here and talk about HIV and me? That's what someone said. So I'm saying this because I know that you all know it. I know that we know it, but I'm on different platforms, and different platforms, there are comments that are coming through. They're being filtered. The moderators are taking them out, but I can see some of them. And some of them I will say, don't take out, let it go through, because it's real time. But right now, this morning, somebody is telling me, well, commenting, like, how could I be okay with talking about HIV? And so, y'all, my topic this morning, while I'm feeling fantabulous, right? This morning, the topic is HIV and me. I'm not just HIV. And here's the thing, I'm living with it. I have to live with it because I am someone living with HIV, right? So before we get started, before we go down that road, I want to tell you that I'm fantabulous this morning. I want to tell you that I am feeling good this morning, right? I don't have to put on a front. I don't have to play the game. I don't have to do that. And just because I'm someone living with HIV, that doesn't mean that I am on my way out the door. That don't mean that I have one foot in the grave and another on the earth. Like, that doesn't mean that, right? And as soon as I say to someone that I'm living with HIV, right? People hear my story. They know, my plight and things like that. And all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm so sorry. What you sorry for me for? Like don't get me wrong. I understand the sentiment. I get it. But there doesn't need to be bugles playing and folding the flags and stuff, because I'm not gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here. So that's what this conversation is this morning. It's HIV and me. It's to talk about those things that are HIV. It's to talk about my journey, but it's also to talk about things that people have put out into the ether that are not true. And if they are not true, if they are true, they're not true for everybody. Y'all with me this morning? Okay. Because baby, let me tell you, you ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. Hey, it's me. Good morning. Hey, Shay. Good morning to you. Exactly. So here's my thing. Look, okay. Let me do this. So y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. And this is gonna sound a little vain, right? The comment that's blocked said, he, she, do you even know what you are? And why? Wait a minute. Do you even know what you are? And why? Why are you pushing this? I'm gonna answer that in just a second, because that's gonna go into our conversation. I'm not running away from it, y'all. Please understand. But I'm gonna answer it in just a moment, because right now I want to say good morning. Hey, Dave. Good morning. Oh, it's been a while since I seen you, Dave. How you doing this morning? Hey, the King HNIC. Good morning. Now, you know I love all those O's and R's and INGs, and I'm gonna get back to that comment in just a minute. Okay, look, that's what I'm talking about, Dave. Give it to me, King HNIC. Y'all better give me all those O's and R's and INGs, okay? Gay Nation said, a child of God and a messenger for the unspoken. Gay Nation, you better tell me what you're going to tell me when you're going to tell me. Ooh, yeah. In the words of Little Richard, shut up and keep on talking, okay? Yes, I know some of the comments were filtered, y'all. Look, they are killing me right now. Like, I get it, but we good. We good. All right, let's see. Let's see where we at. Hey, Instagram. Hey. All right, y'all. So good morning to you. So let's talk about it this morning. All right. So let me back up just a little bit, because somebody said you didn't see my word. Hold on. Let me get to it. All right, y'all. So right now we're checking in. What's one word of how you're feeling this morning? Now remember, the word doesn't have to mean anything to anybody else. It just has to mean something to you. And my word this morning is fantabulous. Thank you, Lucy Lou. Fantabulous. Oh, that's a new one. Fantabulous. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Fantabulous. Yes, yes, that's it right there. Good morning to you all. Good morning. I like how that came out. Yes, indeed. Dave said, I'm having issues with TikTok. It's not telling me people are live. I was scrolling and seeing you. Dave, how dare they? How dare they do that? That's all right, Dave. Thank God that you got the feeling and you came on over here. Hey, Tamara, good morning. Hey, DBF, good morning to you. Good morning. Come on in. Okay, Gay Nation said, I felt that thing. I felt it. I felt it, baby. Yes. Okay, right? LaShawn said, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, LaShawn. Come on in, LaShawn. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful people. What? You want me to say it again? Hold on, let me sip. Hold on. Fantabulous. Fantabulous. Ooh, yeah. I love it. I love it. Yes, indeed. Yes. Come on, come through, DBF. You better watch it. You better watch it. Okay, Gay Nation. Tamara says, sipping my iced coffee. Come on, you know I love some iced coffee, Tamara. Tamara. Dave said, we're okay. We became homeless, but we're okay, though. Look, Dave, I'm going to send you some good vibes and energy. I know how it is to be uprooted and things like that. And so, yeah, peace and blessings to you. I hope the best for you. Sending you good vibes and energy. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. You felt the sip again? Okay, let me tell you. Let me tell you when I know what I know, what I know. All right. Y'all, so here's the thing. Stitch said, good morning, Titan. Good morning, Stitch. Good morning to you. All right, y'all. So this is what we're going to do. What's one word of how you're feeling this morning? And my word is fantabulous. Fantabulous. Ooh, wait a minute, hold on. Fantabulous. Yes, I like how that sounds. Fantabulous. Yes, yes, that's my word today. I got blessed. I got energetic. Okay, Stitch said blessed. I got, okay, be ready. Look, if that's your word, baby. Be ready. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, look, let me tell you something. Again, the word don't have to mean nothing to you. I mean, to somebody else. It just has to mean something to you. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. Thank y'all so much. Okay. All right, let's go ahead on and get into it. DBF said spectacular. Okay, come on, spectacular. Make me sound like I'm in an arena. You know what I'm saying? And they doing pyrotechnics and lights and stuff. Pyrotechnics? Yeah, and lights and stuff. Okay, look, okay. LaShawn said, you are the first content creator that I actually journaled about. You blessed me last week. LaShawn, don't do it. Don't do it, LaShawn, because I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge. Don't do it. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know I'm being over dramatic, LaShawn, but yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you with that. Come on, journal. Okay. Come on, journal. Woo. I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. Baby, know what I'm going. Wait, know where I'm going, and I know what to do. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got a new attitude. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. DBF said that whole part. Okay. Gay Nation said too much for hate. Indeed. Grateful. Hey, Brittany. Brittany's word is grateful this morning. Okay. Angela Hawkins' word is overwhelmed this morning. Yes. Lovely lady. Hey, lovely lady. Good morning. She said, good morning, sugar bear. I'm a sugar bear. Good morning. Ah, I'm a sugar bear. Good morning. I'm a sugar bear. Look, let me tell y'all something. Angela said overwhelmed. Hold on before I say that, because I want to, Angela, I get it. Let me tell you something. A lot of times we are going throughout the day, and I just wanted to stop for a second because the word is real. And again, the word don't have to mean nothing to anybody else, it just has to mean something to you. But if it resonates with somebody, then it resonates. I was feeling the same way, and I would dare say that I'm still overwhelmed because there's a lot going on in my life right now. But I want to say this to you, Angela, and to anybody else that feels that they're overwhelmed. I'm not telling you don't lean into it. I'm not telling you don't acknowledge it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, now that you've acknowledged it, right? Being overwhelmed, it's nothing bad. It's nothing out of pocket. It's nothing. You're overwhelmed and you acknowledge that you're overwhelmed. And that's the way we get past the overwhelmed part. Let it do what it's going to do, right? It's a word, it's a feeling, you're overwhelmed. Woo, right? But what I will say is, don't stay there too long. You acknowledge what it is that you're overwhelmed, but don't stay there too long. You acknowledge it, give it the look. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know, have you ever did something and you went Scooby-Doo sideways? Oh, you looked at overwhelmed like that. Oh, and then you say, okay, now it's my time. Now it's my time. And if it's only one step away from overwhelmed, you did good. So don't think you're gonna throw it away and it's gone and it's over, it's done with. Take one step. One step. Y'all got me? All right, Angela, that's what I'm talking about. Noodle said, I love your glasses and your locks. Come on, Noodle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Got a little alphabet tease, a little infinity going on, right? Gay Nation said, Patty Patty, okay? Brittany said, you keep it so real. Brittany, I try. I try, baby, I try. All right. So here's the thing. So this morning we're talking about HIV and me, the conversation. So I was somewhere over the weekend. I'm not going to tell you where I was, right? Exactly. But I was somewhere over the weekend and this person told me, so let me give you the story. So I met someone a couple of months back, earlier in the year, and we have been seeing each other from time to time, right? My mother has been sick, so I haven't been able to see this person, been able to see him with that, but I was able to see him this weekend for a short period, and we were able to just sit and talk and stuff like that. And so they said to me, they said that when I first met you, I was intimidated because of all of this HIV stuff, right? I didn't understand it, even though I'm in the community, even though I know, and even though that I like you and stuff like that. I figured I needed to brush up on HIV because you were saying things that I just didn't understand, like how you were able to go from here, what's you equals you, how you acquired, if that's the right word, HIV, how you became HIV positive. Like, he was just giving all of this. And because I told him, I said, I'm not tripping with you, right? Okay, so the conversation started off was that they wanted us to move forward, right? To be more in each other's space. And I told him that I don't mind, but right now my mother is sick and she's in the hospital. There are things going on, and I don't want to promise you something and I can't give it to you right now in this moment. Not saying that I don't want to hang with you, not saying I don't want to, be, all up in boo land and stuff like that, because it's been a long time since I've been like that. But I I'm always upfront, right? Um, my journey on this HIV journey has been something that's been a blessing and it's been a curse the same way. because 9 times out of 10, most people will see me when I acknowledge how I identify. Most people will be like, things like that. So this gentleman started, and you all know because I talked about it earlier this year around my birthday time frame. This gentleman started saying that he wanted to have dinner, go have drinks, hang out, go to the park, stuff like that. And I have not been in a relationship or been with somebody for a long time. And so I was telling them that I must be upfront with you about my status, where I'm at, getting tested, all of the things, right? And this is me. This is not nobody else. But this is a conversation that I have chosen to have with individuals that are liking me or wanting, like the old folks used to say, want to court me. You know what I mean? So I want to have the conversation. And so we had the conversation, and he came back after our second time being in each other's presence. Somebody said date. I'm not saying it was a date. It might have been. But anyways, after the second date, he was like, I just don't know. Like, this is a lot. I saw you on stage and you talked about your life and you're so free with it. And I just don't want to upset any of that because I'm not really out like that. I'm out, but I'm not really out like that. And I said, I get it. Right. And he was like, but I don't want to not like be around you. I want to be around you. And I said, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I come in like a tornado. All of my things are on the forefront, right? You're going to know if I'm a category 3 or a 5 long before I get to you, because you're going to know that, because I don't ever want anything to happen. And I want you to understand where I'm at. So today, when I say the conversation, HIV and me, that's what I'm doing this morning. Y'all, you don't have to do it, right? But this is what Titan has chosen to do. This is where I'm at, because I have been in situations where people thought I was trying to harm or hurt them with my status. People were saying that I was nasty, that I was tainted, that I was all of these things. I'm against God, all of these things, right? And so if I can be in my purpose, right, because I know what my purpose is, and my purpose is to be me, and HIV is a part of me. HIV is not all of me, but it is a part of me, right? I take my medication. I do what I'm supposed to do. I have my treatments and all of the things, and I'm very much in treatment. Me and my doctor are on a basis to where my doctor be like, hey, you did what you did. I said I never lied to you. No, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? If it's like that. So it's been 21 years. And so I told him, I said, I would be doing you a disservice if I did not speak on this. Because you're telling me that you like me. You get my heart fluttering when I see you. So obviously, next thing is we're going to be physical, right? And so I'm going to stop right there because I want to go back and tell you what I told him in the very beginning. So this is what it is. I'm going to sip first because sometimes this is a little heavy. A lot of times people say, oh, well, Titan, this is what it is. This is how you do it, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm saying, but that doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me, right? I don't want anybody to know. Now, I don't tell everybody my status like that. Even though my status is on my social media, even though I am a community leader, as they say, I am a HIV advocate, I am all the things, some people still don't know me when I meet them until I show them my social media, right? Because I'm not on everybody's radar like that. So anyways, I showed him my social media, and then I told him that I wanted to talk to him about what it is, right? Who am I? What am I? What do I do in this space? And then how I'm going to be true to who I am and who God made me. So we go out for the first time and we're sitting and we're talking, and we actually go to the park. Now, it wasn't that hot. It was hot, but it wasn't as hot as it is now in Houston, Texas, like this, right? He said, so you wanted to talk to me about something, right? And I said, yes, I want to talk to you about the fact that I am someone living with HIV. And 21 years ago, I was diagnosed with AIDS. And I only had 4 T cells. And somebody would say, well, why is that important, Titan? Well, you must know where I came from in order to know why I'm here right now and where I'm going, right? I didn't have a choice. Although people said that I have a choice, I didn't have a choice in becoming someone living with HIV. I didn't have a choice in my AIDS diagnosis. Now, I will beg to differ to say that I did not have a choice in the way that it was transmitted to me, right? Or acquired, right? However, I did have a choice on an AIDS diagnosis because I didn't go to the doctor, right? All of the hurt, the shame, the guilt, the trauma, everything played a part. So I didn't go to the doctor. I waited and I waited. I went to the doctor in November of 2004, and they told me it was something going on with my blood, gave me some iron pills, and sent me on my way. Now, because of the stigma, because of the trauma, I didn't do anything else outside of that. I was like, okay, I'm good. This is good. Now I don't have to admit, but I was having night sweats. I was soaking the bed. I was weak. I was losing weight. I was all of the things that they said was symptoms I was having, but my doctor said it was just something wrong with my blood and gave me some iron pills, and that's what I took. Right. So come 2005, I'm losing weight. I pass out at work. I go to the emergency room. They take the test. I want to say that it came back inconclusive or something like that. I can't remember why it was the second time I went to the hospital with that. I'll ask my mama because I think she'll be able to tell me for sure. But I believe that it was inconclusive, so they let me go. So then I go back to the hospital because now I done lost like 60 to 80 pounds. Baby, look, let me tell you. I thought I was over here being the cat's meow because I got back down to a 30, 32 waist, like I had been when I was in the military. And I was like, yes, and this and that. But what I didn't realize is how I looked or what was going on. My bones were crack-lacking and everything was happening. And then I go back to the hospital because now I'm weak. I done passed out. Like I'm drenching the bed. And finally I say, okay, I gotta go to the hospital. Go to the hospital and they tell me that I have AIDS and I only have 4 T cells. Well, no, let me back up because I took the blood test again. I took the test again. And back then they were saying it was an AIDS test, not an HIV test or not just knowing your status. That's the piece that I missed. I went back to the doctor because they drew my blood again. This time the doctor said that they wanted to let me know what was going on. And I said, okay, cool. And this is when my mama was with me. Let me get it right. And we go and the doctor comes in and says, you have AIDS, and walked out of the room. Now, y'all, I want to say this because all of this matters in this story that I'm telling. This was someone not of color telling a big black man, and I'm saying it like this, that he had AIDS and then walked out of the room. And so in that moment, a lot of things were happening. My mom was there with me. We both were quiet for a long time because we just didn't understand like what was happening. And then I didn't understand how I had AIDS and I had protected myself and I had done all of these things, right? And so I was like, well, wait. Okay. So they just left. The nurse came in and said, hey, blah, 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 blah. We'll see you next time. Like on the way home, I didn't know what to do, right? Then I was like, well, do I call my friends, my community? Do I call my family? What do I do? right in this moment. And the ride home was so quiet. I heard the bus, I heard people talking, I heard all of the things. And I was just wondering, what do I do? Right? Thank y'all so much. What do I do in this moment? And I didn't know. So much so that for another month or so, I didn't go back to the doctor, which was wrong, right? I was weak. I passed out. I'm rushed to the hospital. I'm in the hospital. I'm on the 8th floor on the AIDS wing or the AIDS floor. And there's like all of this stuff flying around and oh my God, and he's gonna die and he has AIDS and y'all don't do this or don't do that and this and that and that. None of it was the hospital. But what it was is that I didn't understand what was happening because the way the doctor walked out of the room and said that I had AIDS, I thought, I was okay not being back in the hospital for a second time. Like, why am I back in the hospital? Why am I so weak? Why am I still sweating out my covers in the bed? And why is my bed so wet and da 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 da? And so I was just like, wait, what is happening? Right? Go in. They got tubes running in and out of me. I can't really eat. I got a central in my chest. They're checking my sugar. They're looking at what's going on. And then I hear those faint words, right? That I have only 4 T cells. I didn't know what a T cell was. I didn't know what it was. I thought I was pretty smart, And the doctor is explaining to my moms like what's going on, and and they had to sign all these papers because I couldn't sign them because I was so weak and all this and this. And then I gave I don't know if it was considered power of attorney, but all of the things was happening. You know what I'm saying? And I was in that bed and I was like, okay, Lord, what's going on? So doctor comes in and I don't know if I trust doctors. I don't know if I trust them because they didn't look like me. It wasn't there. It wasn't a good experience from the last doctor. So I was just like, I don't know. So I started having seizures. I remember this. Now, I don't remember what my doctor was before this happened, but I do remember my doctor. My nurses were Black. I remember that there were 2 nurses that were Black. And I remember the one nurse would always say, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Come on and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Come on and talk to me like that. So she was always giving a mama vibe and stuff like that. And I was so happy that I had someone of color that was like really, really like there, right? So it was weird because they had to wear PPE gear. Yeah. So it was kind of crazy for a moment because I was like, wait, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on? And so I started having seizures. Um, Now I think I've lost like 60 pounds. I'm trying to give you a picture. And I am in here and I start having seizures and I start praying for me to let go. Hey, Red, good morning. I start praying for me to be let go because this is too much. It's a lot going on. It's a lot happening. And it gets real dark. It gets real cold. And I feel like water. I think because I'm a Pisces, I don't know what that's about, but I feel this and my mother says that I'm talking in my sleep or I'm mumbling in my sleep. And I am asking for God to let me go. I'm not going to take myself out, but if you just let me fall asleep, right? You let me fall asleep and not wake up, I will be good. And it got real, real cold, real, real cold, 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 cold. dark. I couldn't see nothing, but I heard in the distance, stop. That's what I heard. I heard stop. It got louder and louder, and something was coming in the darkness, y'all. And I'm not lying to y'all. Like, this is true to point. I dream in color, and this is how I dream, right? And so I didn't know what it was, but it was a huge hand that all of a sudden just came into focus, right? And come into focus and said, stop, right? And this is what I heard in my spirit. I heard in my spirit, stop. If you don't stop asking me this, this is not happening, sir. This is not happening. Now, I'm talking like this with y'all, but this is how it was coming through. It was like, stop. Stop. I'm not done with you yet. You got work to do. So I'm not going to do that. Big old hand in my face, just in my face and booming, but it was so quiet, right? But it was booming that's not what's happening. That's not, I didn't give you permission to give up. What you got to do is get up out this bed and you got to go on, because I got people over there. I got people over there that are waiting for you. You got work to do. And I was like, but no. I didn't let my family down. I don't know. This and this and and then here I am. They told me I'd never see God. They told me I would never have salvation. They told me. That's what they said to me. I don't care what they said. You are my child. This is how it came across to me. Now, y'all look. Now, here's the thing. People are going to say, you ain't do all that. Well, whatever. This is my story. You are my child, and you going to get up out this bed. So I'm giving you the rules. I'm giving you the assignment. Are you going to accept it? That's how it came across. And I said, okay, right? Okay, because we're not letting you go. I got work for you to do. Your life has already been playing, Titan. Like, stop playing. Yeah, this is what my spirit, my God really said. Come here. My God said, nigga, if you don't get up out there, look, I didn't bring you all this way for you to be let go. Something happened to you. Yeah, you're right. But this is not what I have for you. I need you to get up. And if you don't get up right now, I'm going to get your behind up out that bed and go do what I have for you to do. Go do what your purpose is. And I was like, well, what did I say? Yes, was my answer. Yes, I will do it. I woke up. Dr. Gath here in Houston, Texas, was at the edge of my bed. He pat me on the foot and he said, you are here. You're back. There he is. And then the nurse said to me, well, him and the nurse basically said, the only way that we will give up on you is that you give up on yourself. 21 years ago, that was the epic saga that I had with my God, with the universe, with my spirit. And the reason I'm saying this message or this story in this conversation, HIV and me, is that the reason why I do what I do now is because of what happened then. I made a promise that I would never do anybody the way that I had been done. I made a promise that I would never do anybody the way people had done me. It was always, what's wrong with you? Not what happened to you. So with this gentleman here now, I felt that story was important in the relationship or future relationship that we were going to have. Now, another thing, after I gained my weight back, was in treatment, they found medication that would help me because I was taking almost 7 pills at one time. I was taking a cocktail. And I went to a party. And I've talked about this before with y'all. I went to a party and the guy was all on me, like just all on me. And so we were outside on the balcony. And I remember telling him, I need to talk to you. He was trying to kiss me. He was trying to like hold me. He had already hugged me way too long, according to some people that were watching. And I told him that at the time, it wasn't HIV positive yet. It was still AIDS, but I was at a HIV status, right? It wasn't U equals U, any of that happening yet. But I didn't know if I could transmit it to someone. I didn't know if someone could acquire it. I didn't know any of this, right? So I tell the guy that I have AIDS because that's all I knew. The guy went from being nice, and I know that it had some shock value. I know that it did, right? But I didn't know any better at the time. I said that. His whole face changed, his demeanor changed. We're at a party, and I'm already feeling awkward because this is my first time being out since I was in the hospital, since I had the diagnosis, since my T cells had started to replicate and be good cells and all of the things. And this is how I'm thinking. So I'm thinking I need to tell him because I don't want something to happen to him like it happened to me, right? So I tell him, he goes off, runs in the party. I go in behind him because I think, I'm like, like what's going on? He says that I am trying to unalive him. All these people, now I don't know a lot of them because I came there, somebody invited me because they saw me at the grocery store. They invited me and I came there, met him, and he was saying stuff like, you trying to trick me, you're trying to unalive me, he trying to kill me, blah, 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 blah. And he got AIDS. And the whole room like gasped, like what? Like, and it was like I was somebody that had a disease that if I blew on you, you would have it. And like it was like in a movie, it was slow motion. Everybody turned and looked at me. This is how it came across to me. It like the music stopped, you know what I mean? And it was all of this stuff. And then I wind up jumping out of off a second story balcony because I didn't know what was going to happen, right? It was fight or flight. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to fight because I'm still in recovery. I gained a little weight, but I'm still not 100%. And y'all ask my people that used to, that in my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Yes, Gay Nation, record scratch. Like it was like it's straight in the movie. Now, my friend said to me that I over exaggerated. Everybody did stop, but they don't remember the record stopping, the music stopping, but everybody did stop. So for me, that's what it was. And DBF, you're right. Ignorance, right? So I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to live or die, right? So I jump off the balcony. I think people are after me. I run to my car, get in my car, and I speed home. And I made a promise that I would never tell anybody my status ever again. I made a promise that right now in this moment and for years after, that I would destroy the link or the communication. I would not talk to anybody, not give out my number, not do that, like, because I felt like it was traumatic, and I didn't know what to do after that, right? The only thing I knew how to do was take myself out of the equation. You know what I mean? People would try to holler. People would tell my friends, like if they would see me, because I didn't go out that often, but every now and then I would go out. And so I'm going to fast forward to now. Well, really and truly since 2019, because I made a promise that I was going to be me, do everything that I thought that my God had asked me to do all those years ago, be that representation. Now, I never stopped helping anybody. I never stopped being there for anybody. I was always there, but it was always tricky because I would help people or be around people and all of the things. And people would be like, oh, I like you. And they would try to kiss me, or they would fill up, or, do all the things. I would hug them. I give the best hugs, and I always smelt good and all of the stuff like this. And so I was just really weary of letting anybody know my status because of what had happened at that party. And so I come to terms that I am slowly dwindling away because I can't be who I am. All those years ago in that hospital bed, I made a promise to my God that I was going to be the person they made me to be, right? HIV is a part of me. And with me living this life, I was always in the back, always against the wall, always trying not to be seen and heard, because everything from my childhood came back. God is not pleased. The church already said the reason you have AIDS is because you're gay. They told me that I was an abomination. Boys don't do this. Men don't do this. You shouldn't do this. So my trust was out the window. But along my journey, y'all, even though I was trying to hide and not be in anybody's face, I kept meeting people. I kept meeting people that were dealing with AIDS and HIV. During this time, I made a promise to my spirit, my God again, that I was going to learn everything that I can learn about HIV. What's an AIDS status, right? What's an AIDS diagnosis? Why, right? And then things made sense because my viral load was 750,000 at one point, and I only had 4 T cells. So because I was under 200 in T cells, that was considered a latter stage of HIV, which would be an AIDS diagnosis. I was in the single digits. And over the years, I've met people that have been in the single digits as well. Whatever the stigma, the trauma, all of that was, I knew that I needed to speak on my journey, but I didn't know how, right? So in 2019, I'm going to do this because I'm going to have to get out of here in a little bit. In 2019, I made a choice to announce to the world, however big my platform was at the time, that I am a Black gay man, right? We'll talk about the Black and gay part at another time, but I'm a Black gay man living with HIV. What's important about what I'm about to say is that I went to my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. And I expressed to them first that I was someone living with HIV. At the time, it had been 14 years. They had no idea. I hid it well. taking my medication at times when I knew that I was by myself, telling people if they caught me taking my medication, it was vitamins, all of the things that I needed to do. I stopped going to church because church just wasn't a safe haven for me anymore. I stopped replying to the messages and the DMs and all of the things because I didn't know what to do. I got involved with some people, and even though I had some encounters, super happy adult fun time encounters, it was very much I knew them and they knew me, right? And so I stuck with who I knew because I wanted to be protected. I wanted to be liked. So I didn't venture out to nobody else. Those that were around me, those that knew, those that accepted me for who I was, I stayed with them, even though some of it was toxic, because some of the stuff, and they knew, and so I was taken advantage of because they were going to out me and tell my story. And this is the important part. I was still sleeping with them, even though under the threat of them outing me, because I didn't have anybody. I wanted to be hugged. I wanted to be kissed. I wanted to be loved on. And even though the person that I was with at the time wasn't giving me love, but it was physical. It was what I needed at that time. You with me? And so, hey, good morning. Hey, good morning to you. DBF said, this allows you to be honest with any and everyone. Indeed. Yes, being honest with yourself is a superpower. That part. Hey, appreciate it. Hey, good morning. And so, y'all, I was in a place of where I was tired of hiding. I was tired of being in places where my voice should have been heard, but I wasn't speaking up because of the trauma, because of the shame and things like that. I didn't know where to go. So anyways, in 2019, I said, okay, Lord, this is what I'm going to do. A good friend of mine at this point, I call him my brother, Ian, said, well, we'll go ahead on and do what you're going to do, right? Because I was trying to get into advocacy and trying to be there because I had been doing it on the back side or the back end in private, but I really wanted to, my prayer and my meditation was I need to step out. I need to be who I am. I have to be who I am, right? Like God made me this, right? When I come to terms with who I am and what I am, and then my diagnosis. And so I had to do this. So I pressed record, went live, told everybody that I needed to tell, which was everybody that was listening around me, so forth, so on. I said all that, y'all, to say this. That was 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I cannot tell you how many spaces and places I have been in because of HIV and me. You with me? I believe God did not make a mistake. I believe that I was put on this earth for a reason. Not just a season, but for a lifetime. I have met so many people. I have been able to help so many people while helping myself. I have been able to be somebody in power, in position, and on purpose. HIV was a death sentence to me in the beginning. I only had 4 T cells, and the only thing I wanted to do was just let go. But my God told me that wasn't your plan. That's not your purpose, sir. I got work for you to do. I need you to get up. I need you to go over here, Titan. I need you to stand tall in who you are. And that's not for everybody. But what I had to learn was that I'm not everybody. And I have my purpose. HIV is something, right, that I wasn't okay with in the beginning. And that's okay. It's okay to not be okay. But I had to learn what it means for me. I had to learn, what does this HIV and me mean? Not that I was just HIV, but where do I stand? What do I do? And my spirit is telling me, whoever you are right here, I'm saying this to you because I need to say it for myself as well. I don't know if you're looking for a space. I don't know if you're trying to be. I don't know if you want to be fine and pretty and cute or good looking. You want to pop your stuff. You want to do what you want to do. You can do that and still be someone living with HIV. It's the conversation of HIV and me that you need to have with yourself. And in turn, having with yourself, you're having it with your God, your spirit, with the universe. So this young man, and I'm calling him young, he's a little 38, 40, I think he said 39, 40 years old. And y'all know how that goes. I say to him, I have to express this to you. If you and I are going to go further, right? Because I like you, you like me, and we're going to be intimate, which we will be, I'm sure, right? We are going to be in each other's presence. I need you to know where I'm at. I need you to know who I am. And not just by what I'm saying on my status, on my social media. I need you to know where I come from and why I go so hard in the paint for this. Why I wear the HIV ribbon on my earrings. Why the hair is red. Why you see the things. Why I'm always talking about HIV. Because I believe that this is my purpose. And if you and I are going to be a part of each other's lives in the future, a little bit down the present, then I need you to know where I'm at. That this conversation is always going to be something here. But I have to let you know that it wasn't good where it came from. I was hurt. I was harmed. I was shamed, right? It was traumatic. But I'm here now. And I want you to know where I'm at. So this morning I told him, I said, I'm going to talk about HIV and me this morning. I'm going to have the conversation because you asked that of me over the weekend. Again, the conversation is not necessarily for them. The conversation is for you. I will have the conversation. Now, don't get it twisted, y'all. I have been you equals you. I have been in treatment, taking my medication. I get tested around the clock, which I say more than 4 to 6 times a year. I don't have to get tested that often, but normally I do. U equals U means undetectable, meaning that you cannot detect the virus in my blood, right? Equals untransmittable, meaning I cannot transmit the virus to you, right? Bodily fluids, intercourse, right? Things like that for me. That's just one of two ways that the virus can be transmitted. But I want you to know where I'm at. The people that are around me, the people that care for me, The people that are my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family, they know this as well. I don't shy away from the knowledge and understanding. Y'all with me? But I had to have a conversation of HIV and me with myself. Titan, what do you do when you expressing your status becomes a liability? What do you do when you show up in spaces and places looking the way you look, talking the way you talk, become offensive to other people because you shouldn't be doing that? What happens when people ask you how you acquired HIV? What happens when they tell you to stop saying the word AIDS? The conversation of HIV and me, I had to talk to myself, have a conversation with myself that this is what's going to happen. Titan, what do you do when they say they don't want nothing to do with you? What do you do when they say they don't want to kiss you? What do you do when they say that they don't want to use a condom? What do you do when you have friends that are living with HIV, but they are not out? They're not on the forefront. They don't do the things that you do. How do you do it? What do you do? How do you live? Better yet, how do you thrive in your life? And y'all, I want to say this to you all and to the gentleman that is pursuing me, right? I'm thankful that I have people in my life that understands. I'm thankful for the times that I've had a hookup and I've said that I'm someone living with HIV. We had the conversation. They're on PrEP, doing the things. I'm telling them that I'm U equals U. I'm undetectable, so I'm untransmittable. And I would even go so far as to show them my results, updated results, not results from 2 years ago. Y'all, I couldn't have done this back then. So when I have this conversation of HIV and me, it's not for me to say, oh, well, you can do this and you should have done that and da 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 da. No, it's to say this is my purpose. This is my purpose. And I'm going to show up that way. And I am thankful for my village, my tribe, my gang, my chosen family, and those individuals that are pursuing me, that would like to be a little intimate with me, that want to be around me, that want to hug on me and spoon and do all the things. Yes, I'm human. I want all the things, but I have to be honest with you first. This road was not easy, and this is not an, oh, woe, it's me. But I want you to understand why I do the things that I do, why I don't go here and do that, why I tell you my status off the back. Now, I just don't go around, whoop, whoop, my status, whoop, whoop. Now, that's not what I'm doing. But if I think that you and I are going to have something, if I think that we're going to be in each other's space, if I think that we're going to, if I have that inkling, then I'm letting you know. But 9 times out of 10, you already know who I am long before you come to me. You with me? That's where I'm at this morning. The conversation of HIV and me. Hey, Keisha said, good morning. Sorry I'm late. It's better late than never. And Keisha, let me tell you something. Baby, you always on time. That's my ride or die right there. You always on time, baby. She'll fight you. Okay, she'll fight you. Hey, Larry, good morning. Gay Nation said, yes. DBF says, we are so thankful and grateful for you. Thank you so much. Hey, Arthur, good morning. Hey, Bloom, good morning to you. Bloom said, your existence is not offensive. The world needs to change. Indeed. DBF said, yep, I'm with you. Indeed. Honesty always wins. Indeed, it does. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that honesty don't hurt and sting a little bit, okay? Because it does. It does. When I say it stings because everybody doesn't receive honesty the way that you give it. You feel me? And so that right there. So this morning, y'all, I want to say this, and I want to talk to the gentleman as I get ready to leave out. What I want to do with you all this morning, because the conversation is HIV and me, I want to do something that I haven't done in a long time. And I want to take my medicine this morning with you all. Take my HIV medicine this morning with you all. And the reason I want to do that on a live with you is to let you understand or let you see that we're going to erase the stigma. We're going to take it. Well, let me not say erase, because I don't think that we can erase it, right? Because people are going to carry stigma and trauma with them because it's life, and that's what happens, right? But I want to say this. I used to hide and take my medication. I used to pretend, even when I was sick, that I wasn't. I used to show up and be hurt, show up and just have shame and guilt, show up and trauma is just alive and well. But I put a smile on and I kept it kicking. And this is what I want to say to whoever you are right here. As you get ready to take your medication with me, as you get ready to stand in your truth and be who you are, as you get ready to go out on a date with a young man, a young woman, or a young friend, or they, them, she, he, whoever it may be, right? And you are wanting to trust in them. And when I say be brave, I don't mean that you have to tell them everything. What I mean, be brave in the fact that you know where you're at. You know what's best for you. Now, some people you got a side eye. Some people are going to give it to you and let you know. I could no longer hide. Let that sink in. I could no longer hide. God had given me blessings and gifts. God had given me things that I have. Nobody else has this like this. And I think I had to go through what I went through in order to get here. But I just imagine me being the age I am now and never living, never having a good moment, never being able to express myself like everybody else is expressing themselves, never being able to be like what and a who and a pop, 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 never being able to pop my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just imagine you being put on this earth, you being given all of this power, this position, and this purpose, and you cannot use it. So I'm not telling you that it's going to change right now for you in this moment. But what I am going to say, when I get ready to take this medicine, I want you to think about how far I came. I had only 4 T cells. They said that I was on my way out of here. 21 years later, I am sitting here talking to you. It took me 21 years to be this that you see before you. Now, I started this in 2019, so I'm going to say it took me about 14, 15 years to let you all know. But this morning, the conversation is not whether or not you can, whether or not you won't. It's whether or not you will. That's the conversation. HIV used to have a hold on me, a chokehold. And I couldn't do nothing because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that I was worthy of the love. I didn't think I was worthy of the compassion. I didn't think that I was somebody that deserved what I have now. You right, Gay Nation. 21 years, baby. I done been around the block and stood on a couple of corners. Okay. Yes, indeed. So, y'all, this morning, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. I need you to understand where you are. It's not going to change right now if that's not what it is. But you take one step toward the light, Carol Ann. Take one step toward the light and know that you're okay. Know that you have the willpower to change where you're at and what you're doing. Is it going to be easy? Heck to the no, no. But you deserve peace. You deserve love. You deserve honesty. And to the gentleman that's pursuing me, I'm speaking like my grandmother now, that's been talking to me, that's been giving me the things that I need, even though we physically can't be together right now because my mom's is sick and in the hospital and stuff, and I'm working and doing the things. I want you to know how much I appreciate you still telling me that I'm handsome, that I'm you know what I'm saying? That you want to hold me, right? That you would love to spoon with me, that you think I'm sexy, and you can't wait until our lips meet. This is the thing, y'all, that I have been ashamed of all of those years. Those people told me that that trauma was mine. It's not mine. And HIV doesn't have to be my downfall. So I want to say this to you all before I get out of here, that I'm thankful for my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. I'm thankful for individuals telling me that I'm handsome, loving the way that I wear my locks and how I come on to the live, loving the fact that I can stand 10 toes down in who I am, right? Loving all of this. And I am thankful for it. So this morning, as I take this medication, this HIV medication, I want you all to know the conversation of HIV and me was had with myself long before I had it with you. I had to be okay with who I am in order for me to be okay with who I am to you, for you, by you. And that's what I want to say to you this morning. How dare I take my medication on a live when so many years ago I hid it? I wouldn't go on trips because I was afraid that they were going to check my bag and see my medication at the airport. I always made sure that I had a private room, that I didn't do things. And then I was so scared that I was going to get sick again. When my alarm clock went off, they was like, your alarm clock shall go off at different times and certain times. It was for me to take my medication, be in treatment. I didn't want nobody going to the doctor with me because I didn't know what was going to be said, what was going to be done. This morning, I want to thank you all for allowing me to have the conversation with you of HIV and me. I want to thank the gentleman for still approaching me, even though I curbed him like twice. He had to go to my good friend and say, hey, what's going on? And I had to tell him that I was in this space, right? To where I don't want to harm or hurt anybody else. But y'all, I don't have to harm or hurt anybody because I'm living with HIV. You see what I'm saying? So this morning, we're going to do it. This is what I like to do. Y'all get your medicine, get your pills, get your treatment, whatever it is that you do. And it doesn't have to be HIV medication, but I'm going to put a label on this, that this is my HIV medication. I still take 2 pills, right? I still take 2 pills. My doctor and I have talked about the injectables. We talked about the one pill. This works for me. I'm always, my T cells are always 1,000 plus. I have been undetectable. We don't have any problems, any issues. My numbers are good. My liver is good. All of the things, my kidneys, all of the things. So I'm good with that. But I do take this medication and I take it every day, right? Or sometimes I may miss a day or two. I'm human. That's how it happens. But I know what it takes in order for me to be someone living with HIV. This conversation. So let's go. Get your pills, get your medicine, whatever it may be. And I want you to be in solidarity with me. And I'm taking my medication. I am no longer traumatized by taking my medication in front of someone. I am no longer stigmatized by taking my HIV medication, even saying that's what it is. I am no longer traumatized or stigmatized by my status, letting you know that I am undetectable. I am no longer that. And so I want to encourage you to have the conversation and have the willpower to be honest with yourself. It's not going to be easy. I'm human. I feel things. Things will upset me. Things will hurt me. Y'all with me? Y'all ready? On the count of three. Now, this is what I like to do. I like to wet my whistle first. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like some good old ice water. Let me tell you. Yeah, Lord. All right. So I'm going to take my medication. And I see that you all are commenting. If you've already taken your medication, if you've already done it, do it with me in spirit and just think about it, a little bit after. That's what we're going to do. Uh-oh, hold on. I think I got a little misty-eyed. Okay, I think we're better. Hold on. Woo. All right, y'all, here we go. So I'm going to take my medication, and that's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to do it. And this is for anybody out there. If you don't have somebody, come see me. Come talk to me. We can do it virtually, right? We can do it over the phone. We can do however you feel. You don't have to be in this by yourself, right? Your life is worth living. And HIV had a hold on me years ago. Now it's HIV in me. I do all the things with HIV. Come on, wet the whistle. Take the medication. Ooh. Baby, let me tell you, it is a wonderful thing when you are in control of your peace. Will someone disrupt your peace? Most definitely, it probably will happen. But you are in control of it not happening every time you turn around. So here's the thing, y'all. This is what I want you to do. TikTok, I want you to tippity tap, tap, tap the middle of that screen. I'm about to get out of here. Let me know that you are in. Say good morning to me. Like, follow, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Come on in. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Show me some love. TikTok, y'all go over to my TikTok shop and get y'all one of these nice old Tighten in the Morning mugs or a 40-ounce travel mug, right? Go on and get you one. Check it out in my shop. I got t-shirts, socks, all of the things. Go on over and get you one. Do what you do. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all go on over. I put the link in the comments. Y'all go on over to my shop and grab you one. Now, if you grab you one, right? If you grab you one, I'm asking for consent. Let me know you got it. Let me know. Send me a picture, all of the things. Indeed. The conversation, HIV and me. I thank you all for allowing me to be who I am and what I am and who God made me to be right here with you all every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I thank you all for allowing me to be in your presence, to talk to you, to have conversations, and it be something that you are looking forward to seeing me do. Because there was a time that I didn't want to do it anymore. But I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you all's support in the comments and the messages and the upliftment. I thank you all for it. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. The conversation, HIV and me. That's what it is this morning. And until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gay Nation. I appreciate it. I'll tell my moms when I go see her today. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you. Until next time, y'all be good. Okay, do that. Do that, Dave. I appreciate it. Queen, thank you so much. Thank you for the conversations as well, Queen. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Let's go. Wait, what did I do? Okay. We gone. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Oh, thank y'all so much for the 16K. Ooh. Y'all hear me? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I had wrote, did all this good stuff, and then I got here and I was like, yeah, that's not it. My spirit said to do something different, and I'm going to do something different. What I want to talk about real quick is that being worthy because we think that's what worthy should be, right? But you're worthy to be loved. You're worthy to be yourself. You're worthy to be just who God made you. You are worthy. So tonight I want to do a little something that's worthy. If y'all would with me. A little audience participation. Can I get y'all? Yeah. All right. So I do this thing called Titans Groove, right? Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Just a shameless plug, real quick. Y'all come check me out. But what I do is this, Titan Groove. And so what I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be worthy in your groove. Whatever your groove is, however you see it. If it's just a little sway, then let it be a sway. If it's a little funky, then let it be a little funky, however you want to do it, all right? Y'all gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna ask y'all to do something a little bit later in this, but it goes a little something like this, right? Titan Groove. Sit ta 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 ta. Sit ta 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 ta. So ta 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 Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. I like that. All right. Keep it going. I'm going to ask something of y'all. Y'all going to help me out? Yeah. All right. It's going to go like this. Y'all follow me. I am. I can be. I will be. 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 Y'all got it? I am. I can be. I will be. All right, keep going.
I am.
Do
I can be.
All right.
I will be.
I'm going to add something in. Keep going.
I am. I can be. I will be.
Worthy.
I am. I can be. I will be.
Worthy.
I am.
That's it.
I will be.
Worthy. Come on.
I can be. I will
I see you moving in your seat. Come on. I can be.
I will be.
Worthy.
I am.
I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be beautiful. You are worthy to be heartfelt. You are worthy to be hugged. You are worthy to be sitting right where you're sitting tonight, receiving all of this. I want to thank you all for being worthy and making me feel worthy tonight. Peace and blessings.